Namaste. Listen to me very carefully today. I'm talking to you right now not just as a host, but like an elder brother, your Anna. Today's explainer is an absolute wake-up call. We're going to take you from feeling like a victim of the economy, someone who feels like the whole world is just rigged against them, to being the absolute master of your financial destiny. We're talking about capitalism, leverage, and the actual rules of wealth. If you give me your complete focus for the next few minutes, we are going to change how you look at money forever. All right, let's dive in.
Section 1. The Two Paths. You see, we live in a world divided not just by bank balances, but by mindset. It's the classic 99% versus the 1%. And honestly, it all comes down to the choices we make every single day. Let's look at a scenario that's literally playing out all around us. Meet Ravi and Priya. Both are brilliant engineers, right? Both are IIT graduates. They live in the exact same country, operating under the exact same economic system. But Ravi? Man, Ravi spends his weekends arguing on Twitter. He's constantly complaining that capitalism is corrupt, the rich are evil, and the game is totally rigged against him. Now, Priya, on the other hand, she uses her weekends to study investments. She focuses on building assets and creating real leverage. Fast forward a decade. Ravi is still arguing online, still stressed about his bills. Priya is financially free. Same system, guys. Two completely different realities.
So I really want you to be honest with yourself right now. Which one are you? Are you wasting your immense potential complaining about the rules of the game, or are you actively learning them to build your wealth? You literally only get one shot at this life.
Section 2. Rules of the Game.
To stop being Ravi and start being Priya, we need to decode the brilliant framework laid out in Rob Moore's book, Money. Because here's the absolute truth. The game isn't rigged against you, it just has rules. Capitalism is a system. It's not some evil villain sitting in a dark room trying to keep you poor. It's actually entirely neutral. Think of it exactly like the rules of cricket. If you step onto the pitch and you don't even know what an LBW is, you can't get angry at the umpire when you get out. You have to learn the rules to score runs. Capitalism is an effective, sure, non-perfect, but effective meritocracy. If you ignore the rules, you're just going to spend your life watching other people win the cup.
And there is a massive psychological gap here. The 99% truly believe the system is corrupt and that they're victims of the economy. They waste so much energy fighting the system. But the 1%? They realize the system is just designed to accelerate money. They never act like victims. They act like the CEO of their own personal economy. They don't fight the system, they leverage it. You have to drop the victim mentality today. Complaining has never in the entire history of the world built a legacy.
Section 3. Capital, Equity, and Income.
Now, if you're the CEO of your economy, you need an arsenal. Rob Moore identifies 3 specific financial weapons you absolutely must master to build wealth. First up is capital. And look, capital isn't just the cash in your wallet. It's any financial resource or accumulated wealth that you use as a foundation to generate more revenue. It is literally the base of your financial empire. You use capital to build or buy the things that are going to pay you later.
Second is equity. Equity is your actual power. It's your assets minus your liabilities. Simple math, if you have a house worth $1 million but you owe $800,000 to the bank, your equity is only $200,000. Growing this specific number, what you truly own, free and clear, is the quiet, everyday secret of the 1%.
Third is income. We all know income starts as a paycheck, right? Exchanging your limited time for money. But the wealthy do not stop there. They transition. They use their capital to build equity, which then generates residual, passive income. Income that literally flows to you whether you're working at your desk or fast asleep in your bed.
Section 4. The Leverage Revolution.
This is the core concept that totally separates those who grind until they die from those who build absolute empires. Listen to the gravity of this quote from the ancient mathematician Archimedes. Give me a lever long enough and I could move the world. Guys, this isn't just ancient physics. This is modern financial strategy. With the right leverage, your efforts don't just add up, they multiply exponentially.
This is literally ancient wisdom meeting modern wealth. Just look at our own cultural history, from the strategic brilliance and Chanakya Niti found in the Arthashastra, to the legendary industrial empires built by families like Tata, Birla, and Mahendra. They completely understood leverage way before it was a modern finance buzzword. They built systems. They leveraged other people's time, other people's money, and vast networks to build wealth that spans generations.
Let's break down the math behind this, because it's mind-blowing. The 99% try to increase their linear earning. Maybe they hustle for a promotion to earn a higher hourly rate, say even a crazy amount, like £1,000 an hour for their own personal time. But guess what? You still only have 24 hours in a day.
you hit a hard ceiling. The 1% use leverage. They build a system where they earn just £10 an hour, but they earn it on the efforts of 10,000 people, or 10,000 software subscriptions. That is how you create absolutely limitless scale.
Section 5. The hard work myth. Okay, now we really have to address the villain of our story. It's the biggest cultural lie holding ambitious, brilliant people back today. The trap is costa parice, which translates to simply work hard. It's what our parents told us, right? And don't get me wrong, it is good advice. But hard work alone, without a system, without leverage, it just makes you tired. The wealthy don't just work harder than you. They combine hard work with leverage. They make their money, their systems, and their assets work incredibly hard for them.
You must escape this time trap. You have to constantly audit what Rob Moore calls your ROTI, your return on time invested. Are you stuck in that linear trap of earning per hour? Or are you pushing up the ladder, earning on other people's time? That's leverage. But earning on assets, systems, intellectual property, real estate, that is the ultimate freedom. That has to be the goal.
Section 6. Your limitless challenge. I want to leave you with a deeply personal challenge today, because potential without action is literally nothing. The system is not your enemy. Your ignorance of the system is your enemy. System ni understand Chandi. Don't ni use Chandi. It is simple. It really is that straightforward. Stop fighting the tide and start building your ship.
Everything we've unpacked in today's explainer is drawn directly from the framework in Rob Moore's book, Money. It's an absolute masterclass in shifting your mindset from first world poor to truly sustainably wealthy. If you want to dive deeper into the exact mechanics, that is the source you need to explore.
So here is my challenge to you, right here, right now. What is one leverage point in your life that you are currently not using? Is it a skill you haven't monetized yet? A network you haven't tapped into? A platform you're just consuming on instead of creating on? Write your goal in the comments right now. Put it out into the world and decide, this week I am going to start using it. You only get one life, my friend. It's time to stop complaining, master the system, and become completely limitless. Until next time, keep building.